Laces out.
Hi, I'm looking for Ray Finkel. And a clean pair of shorts.
I'm open! Over here! 351! 351! Rover, sit! Hut!
Welcome, everyone, to Week 2 of the NFL. This is our second episode of Laces Out.
Oh, yeah. Dos.
Numero dos.
Those are the only twos I know.
Yes. Un, deux, trois, quatre. Okay, something like that. Yeah. So all our French listeners out there,
Yeah.
even though we see the demographics, we don't have any listeners. So let's keep that simple. My name is Matt.
And my name is Shane.
We didn't do that last time, so good job guessing if you figured out who was who.
Yeah, we thought we had a bigger following than we actually do.
We had a giant following.
So we just jumped into it and they know us by now.
Yeah, they have to know who was who.
And then we realized, wait, we didn't say who we were, introduce ourselves or anything.
Nothing.
So welcome to the show. If you're now maybe a second time or even first time listener.
Or last time listener. Either one.
Yeah, if you are, fuck off. We don't want you anyways.
Please subscribe. Okay, so week 2 of the NFL. Bunch of close games. All these games were tight.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the games. There's a couple blowouts. Chargers.
Panthers eventually.
Kind of. Gave up a bunch of
Oh,
turnovers.
man. We gave them 20 points right off the bat. Easily 20 of those points came off of turnovers. And it was pretty brutal at first, but ended up getting the W. Kind of redemption, showed more of what is familiar to me about the Carolina Panthers.
Sure, why not? Reminded me more of how shitty the Niners are.
Yeah,
But
well, and it showed that the first game against the Rams was kind of hype. Well, not kind of. It was all hype. That there were a bunch of Niner fans going, "Oh, we got this. Our defense is awesome. We have Carlos Hyde," and talking so much shit. And well, okay, we have Kelvin Benjamin.
Reality
Cam
set
Newton.
in.
Yeah, exactly. Luke Kuechly, who got a beautiful interception.
you beat the Los Angeles Rams.
Right.
Woo.
Who haven't had a win since 1994 or 3 or whatever.
Well, until yesterday.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, a lot of these games have been so close, so tight. No standout teams so far this year.
The frustrating thing for me is it's been incredibly unpredictable in given what we're attempting to do. So for example, the Saints and Giants, I would have hate to try to bet on the over and under on that game because last year it was a shootout, just back and forth. I think they had 14 or 15 combined total touchdowns when they played last year, and this year they barely had over 30 points combined.
16 points. The Giants 16-13 over the Saints, and the Giants shouldn't even won that game. They the first quarter they gave up 3 fumbles or 3 turnovers. It was ridiculous. The Giants looked like a fucking high school team. They actually looked like the Little Giants.
That is a great movie. Icebox.
Sure. But most of these games, I don't know if now the teams are finally starting to adapt better to the new rules, because I know a couple years back I was actually feeling like the NFL was kind of, I don't know, I was kind of falling out of it because all these new rules, all these penalties and everything were kind of bringing the game down for me. All the constant replays and everything were bringing the game down for me. Mm-hmm. But it seems now the teams, after a couple of years of these rules, have been able to adapt and be able to play to the rules.
Right.
But still play hard.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hard shots.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
one of the best shots was Matthew Stafford trucking the shit out of number 20 on the Titans, Cox.
Now, for those who don't know, Matthew Stafford is a quarterback for
Right.
the Lions, and yes,
A white quarterback, nonetheless.
Yeah.
Very white.
And he did say that he trucked the shit out of a Titans defender.
Yes, and we will play that video now.
Stafford on third down, penalty flag is down. Stafford knocking over defenders. He is short of a first down, but what a run by Matthew Stafford.
Boy, he got lit up at the end of it, too.
Now. Look at that video.
Damn, that is brutal.
And even took a hard shot at the end of the run, too, when he was trying to hit the other guy. The funny thing about that was that game was tight. It was tight all the way through. The Lions were going downfield. Matthew, all they needed was a field goal to win. Stafford throws an interception with a few seconds left to number 20 Cox, the guy he trucked in the beginning of the game. It all comes back.
Yeah, full circle. That is storytelling right there.
Oh yeah, it was all a fairy tale for Cox. So,
Oh, man.
sounds like a porno.
Yes, indeed.
So then the Chargers, they absolutely destroyed the Jaguars. Nothing much to say there. It's the Jaguars.
Well, I picked the Jaguars.
Like I said,
So just to kind of explain where I was coming from.
there is no explanation.
My whole thing was any game that I thought could go either way, which unfortunately I thought the Jaguars had a glimmer of a hope. I decided to take a risk and pick opposite. Some of them panned out, most of them didn't. And
I think a lot of them didn't.
yeah, you kind of went the safe route, but how am I supposed to win this thing if I pick the same fucking team as you every time?
Well, we got to keep close. You can't do that. So, as I point to the screen that you can't see.
Right. With all of our picks up. Some of them I went a little bit safer on. I took the Jets over Buffalo, so Buffalo is now fucking 0-2 and screwed you on a second week of the
Fuck the Bills.
undefeated.
That's all I can say is fuck the Bills. You're supposed to be 4-0 now.
Right?
Now. I don't care if there's only been 2 weeks. You're supposed to be 4-0.
That's what you do.
That's always what you do. And then you're at home and
Yeah.
fucking against the Jets.
Yeah, that was an
Rex
exciting...
Ryan should have been able to pull this off, no problem. But no, the dipshit loses to the fucking Jets.
The whole team he coached. They fired the offensive coordinator, which I guess Rex Ryan was like, that was all me. Which I guess 2 weeks into the season, he said, "Oh, you're to blame for our 2 losses," apparently. But that was kind of a fun game to watch for two teams I don't give a shit about.
Okay, then you have Seattle versus LA, the Los Angeles Rams, who just lost to the shitty-ass Niners.
Yeah, and it was pretty much like a baseball game. 9-3 was the final score. Woo! Welcome to LA. We're gonna score 9 points.
Yeah, it's a kicking fest.
Yeah.
Cheer us, love us.
Right. Yeah, and Seattle, man, what a weird start to the season. I think they have combined 2 games, like 15 points or something like that.
Right.
Which is one of the, I think it was the 3rd lowest in franchise history, and one of the lowest combined in 2 games ever. So they're struggling. This isn't Seattle of old.
I think like most quarterbacks, Russell Wilson's tactics are getting figured out by a lot of defenses now. Mm-hmm. People are able to adapt to his style.
Right.
And he was, I know he had like an ankle injury last game.
Right.
That may have slowed him down, but man, he was just getting nailed.
Yeah, and they don't have beast mode. You know, Lynch said, "Well, fuck off, I'm retiring," or whatever. He's doing commercials now
With Skittles or some shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm intrigued to see where Seattle ends up, even mid-season. Last year, I think they lost the first 3 games, and then they rallied and still made the playoffs. It was a shitty division last year, which looks like it's gonna be pretty shitty. Other than Arizona, again, will probably dominate.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, well, that's a perfect segue. Arizona dominated Tampa Bay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that quarterback got fired as soon as he walked off the field.
Yeah.
That was bad.
Well, so the press was grilling the coach for not taking him out because he had 4 interceptions. I want to say they had 5 turnovers as a team. And I'm pretty high on Jameis Winston. I thought it would kind of be a pretty good rivalry between Tampa Bay and Carolina. I would love Carolina just to run away with the division again, but it almost looks like that could end up happening because they look like garbage. Arizona just steamrolled the shit out of them. I'm surprised they scored any points.
Yeah, no, I think the Panthers probably have a solid chance of running away with that division easily because the Falcons were struggling against the Raiders, and yeah, the Raiders are better. Man, that was actually an exciting game. I watched the Raiders versus the Falcons. Like, why did I want to torture myself, you ask?
6. As Carr looks into the nickel. Good time, and what a catch! Amari Cooper, a spectacular grab. Carr open, oh, he's got Wolford! That is a touchdown! Olawale in the backfield, low snap. Oh, and he gets the touchdown! Michael Crabtree, 2-yard touchdown reception. 2nd down and 1. The fake, and going deep, and he's got Julio Jones, and he makes the catch. To Coleman, and caught on the ricochet. Caught by Hardy. Carr. Beasley chasing. That's caught for a touchdown. Andre Holmes.
It was actually a pretty entertaining game.
Yeah, it was.
I was watching that. Carr. He's really coming to his element there. The coach, whoever is helping him out, man, he's definitely doing it, and he's making it work. You know, barely any mistakes. And he's just fucking he's turning a bunch of nobodies into somebody.
Yeah, exactly. I'm excited to see how his career develops because you're absolutely right. He's
I don't know if the word excited can go ahead of a Raiders player, but it will be interesting or intriguing.
Right. Yeah.
Well, how well
I don't know. Seeing him play in college a lot, I was curious to see how well he did at the NFL level. His brother didn't hang around for very long. I think he was a backup for most of his career. And then, to see him kind of get the starting job, I was intrigued to see where he would go. And he had a great rookie season. I think this is maybe his 3rd year now.
Yeah, somewhere around.
And he's, you're absolutely right. Coming into his own, and he has a washed up Crabtree and some other random players.
We got the Monday night game with the Bears versus the Eagles.
Oh, man.
So this is my one game where it's not that I don't like the Eagles. I just don't think they have anybody. They have a bunch of washed up players like Ryan Matthews and Darren Sproles, a bunch of Charger rejects. And
I love Darren Sproles. That guy's a beast.
Yes,
but
beast.
He's washed up.
The Bears I thought would do well, but man, talk about an implosion. They just got hurt. Jay Cutler's a bag of shit. I mean, it was just complete crap.
Oh, that's nice of you to call him just a bag of shit.
Yeah, I'm being polite. Because I think he was injured, so he's only a bag of shit for this one. And then Wentz, I believe his name is. Apparently he's the second coming of Christ.
Yeah.
Because before he ever scored any goddamn points, these freaking announcers were just so on his dick. Like, I thought they were going to have to start putting censor bars and start bleeping these guys. And they're going to show them in the fucking studio with butter and shit.
So what's funny is I had to look up his stats after the game because I had that same feeling like, oh, man, he must have gone for like 300 yards or something like that. It was like 150 with 1 touchdown.
Right. He didn't do shit.
What?
But they're like, this young rookie is managing this game and he's taking this team to new heights and just keep going and going.
To their credit, Gruden was in that. 2-0 is pretty awesome for the Eagles.
And they're like, Cleveland's probably kicking themselves right now that they gave up that draft pick. And I'm just like, the dude has 2 games and he hasn't done shit.
Right.
What the fuck has he done?
Oh, man. Not made mistakes, I guess. That's what wins games.
Ooh. All right. So that kind of sums up our games. Let's talk about our picks and our scores for Laces Out. Right now, the King is leading, apparently by a small margin, according to the guy that does Instagram. I didn't know 4-game lead was a small margin.
I'll have to talk to our intern that we hired to do the Instagram. All right, it's me. It was me.
You're fired. I'm not fired. I quit. All right.
That was my way of kind of talking crap. But yeah, you're up by 4 games. It's early. It's still early.
Yes, it's very early. But it's up 4 games. It's not a small margin.
I have to decide if I'm going to stick with the same strategy or or just, you know.
Yeah, I suggest don't do that.
Yeah.
Just pick with your gut and what you think is going to win.
Yeah, even then, it is. There's certain things that are going to be tough. I would have gone Seattle the first 2 games, and and they fucked me, or would have. Actually, I did lose. I did pick them this week too. Fuckers.
Oh no, I knew that because Sanchez, or not Sanchez. Yeah, sure, why might as well be. They kind of look the same. But Wilson, he was kind of injured from the last game, and the Rams usually have the Seahawks' number. I thought that was a pretty decent pick. They're at home. They're in their new stadium. I thought it was a good ploy to pick them, and it was a good ploy by 9-3.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. It's I'm intrigued to see how the rest of the season goes. Week 3 is going to be exciting. I feel it. I feel a comeback. Hopefully, please. But there are certain games like, come on, Washington losing to Dallas. Josh Norman, that should have been a game changer right there. No Tony Romo.
But it's Kirk Cousins. It's all his fault, according to the team on that one.
Right? Yeah.
Oh, you got Tennessee Detroit.
I did. Yeah.
So you snuck that one out, even though they shouldn't even lost.
Right.
And that's it. Okay.
Yeah, those are the surprise picks that I took. Oh well, I got the Eagles. I knew they were gonna go 2-0.
That wasn't a surprise. That was me trying to go out on a limb to get one extra win.
Okay. Well, it backfired. You could have been at a 5-game lead. That's a large margin.
Yeah. Now, yes. 5 inches. I mean, wins. Yeah, that's a large margin.
Lot. Exactly.
And thanks again to everybody that's listening to our newest segment, Laces Out. Make sure you guys participate and let us know how you're doing. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Comic Movie Marks. And check our podcast out on iTunes or any podcast-supported app on Android, like Podcast Republic, at Comic Movie Marks.
Oh, yeah, and be sure to check out our Instagram page, follow us there, and follow us on Facebook as well. We will have our picks up usually by Wednesday or Thursday morning, so you can check those out, compare your picks, and see how you do.
And then we usually put the shows up Wednesday morning or Wednesday afternoon, depending on how long editing takes. Because our editor's a piece of shit.
I'm going to fire that intern too.
Yeah, that Instagram guy and that editor are fucking garbage. 2-man show, people. It's pretty sad.
Welcome.
Thanks again, everybody, and keep listening and stay following. I don't want to see any more unfollows.
Laces out.